When you purchase the Model 84 Polyphonic Synthesizer, you also get 7 modules to use within Softube Modular. What makes Model 84 stand out in Modular is no longer that it is a polyphonic synthesizer, but instead that you have the ability to get the sound of each section from this influential synthesizer to mix with any other module within Modular. You receive the Model 84 DCO, low pass filter, VCA, noise, envelope, LFO, and of course its legendary chorus. Let's start off by breaking down the 4-voice preset that's built upon the power of polyphonic performance within Modular combined with Model 84. We achieve our 4 different voices using the quadraphonic MIDI to CV module. Currently the mode is set to rotate, so the voices switch between modules. Let's set the mode to lowest so that the voices are always sent to the same modules. As you can see, our lowest voice is now sent to a pair of DCOs. Those oscillators are now mixed in an audio mixer, sent to a low-pass filter, and then sent to the VCA. Each VCA is controlled by its own individual envelope module. The VCAs are then sent into a dual pan module. They're then routed into an audio mixer that feeds the main left and right output. There's one last module, which is the LFO, and the LFO influences the pulse wave modulation on the DCO. We could change our waveform type. We could adjust our range or octave. And we could add a square sub-oscillator. Let's flip a switch so we can control our pulse wave manually rather than by the LFO. Now that you understand each of the oscillators, let's play some chords and make some adjustments to our 4 voices. And the power of having more than one DCO per voice is that we could detune each one, giving us a huge, fat polyphonic sound. Take a listen to this drum sequence where we've used the self-resonating low-pass filters as sources, alongside with a noise source that acts as our cymbal. The first lane triggers our first filter, which acts as our kick drum. The second lane goes to our second low-pass filter, which acts as a snare drum. We route the output of the noise module as another modulation source to our second LPF. The noise module also is routed to a VCA, which is controlled by an envelope. This is triggered by the third lane of the beat sequencer and creates our cymbal sound. We can use the audio mix module to balance our drum sounds, and we could use the envelope to customize our cymbal sound. And the chorus adds some nice stereo width and distortion artifacts by taking the filters, sending them to the mixer, and then overdriving the input to the chorus. With 3 non-traditional sounding sources, we're able to create a really cool sounding drum sequence. Now let's take a listen to a MIDI step sequence. The MIDI step sequence module sends a melodic step sequence to our DCO, and this can be transposed via MIDI notes as you see here. So we know that the sequence is sent to the DCO. But what are the other modules doing? Well, the envelope is controlling both the VCA and the low-pass filter. And now that you better understand the signal flow, listen as we make some adjustments. And if you want to make everything sound gigantic, let's take our output, route it to a chorus module, and then reroute it back to the main outputs for a nice, gritty stereo chorus sound. Model 84 for Modular takes the power of the Model 84 Polyphonic Synthesizer and breaks it down into modules that allows you to take your creativity within Softube Modular to an entirely different level.